I was really looking forward to this movie. I had been buying, in the past couple of weeks, entire seasons of the show in the lead up, just in anticipation of this movie. Just watching episode after episode, loving every second of it. And the movie was a disappointment. I speak, of course, of SpongeBob SquarePants Sponge Out of Water. This movie's got two major problems working against it. The first is that, unlike the original movie that came out a few years ago, this one just doesn't feel special. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about it that just doesn't engage as much as the previous SpongeBob movie does, or even the show. While it is still entertaining and fun to watch, it just doesn't really pull you in like the original movie. The other problem is that it just feels like they took a bunch of different scrapped episode ideas, like Bikini Bottom becomes a post-apocalyptic hellscape, Plankton tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula but somebody else does. They go to the real world, the surface world, our world. It just feels like they took all those different plot ideas from a bunch of rejected scripts and sewed them all together into a human centipede. And ultimately, the movie just comes across as something that's just not as good. Not as good as the best moments of the show, and not as good as the first movie. But those two things aside, everything else that's made the show and the series a success is still there. It's still funny, it's still inventive, and the animation's nice, as always. In fact, the live-action sequences, the thing they hyped up the most in the advertising for this movie, oh my god! The computer animation used to bring SpongeBob and his friends to life against live-action backdrops is just fantastic. They actually look like they're actually there, and it's just so cool to see them interacting with the real world. It's just so well done. It's the ultimate high point of the movie. It's just a shame, though, that only comes in towards the end of the second act, and by then it's actually too little too late. They save their best aspect of the movie till near the end. And then there are some moments that just really don't make any sense. Like the villain of the movie, a pirate named Burger Beard, turns out he's actually the pirate who sings the SpongeBob theme song at the beginning of the show, and for some reason there's a bit where these seagulls were singing with him get into a rap battle with a dolphin. I honestly couldn't understand why the hell that happened. SpongeBob. Ultimately, the mileage you're going to get out of SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water depends on whether or not you're already a fan of the show. If you're not, it's probably not going to win you over, but you're going to get some good entertainment out of it, and if you've got some kids, it's a good distraction for them. And if you're a fan like me, hell, it's well worth a look. It's not the greatest SpongeBob thing ever produced so far, but it's still definitely fun and well worth watching. But for long-time fans like myself, it is ultimately going to come across as it's just a long episode.